Hi, guys, and welcome to Transits and Tactics. Wow, what a transit we are entering here. The question, what power am I manifesting? And Anita was just saying to me, it's a super manifesting time. So let me give you a quick break down of what to expect, and then we'll just go into a little bit into more kind of meat and potatoes of this energy. I have to say, if anywhere of any time there's time to slow down to accelerate, this is the alarm on my phone every day at 11:11. It comes up reminding me. But this is the transit to do so because the energy is moving super fast. You know how fast? My eye is twitching. That's how fast. It's insane. From this morning when the sun went into the gate 34, and it's the gate of power, right? It is a real uh in the now powerful energy, and in fact, and then Earth at the same time. Earth is in gate 20, creating the channel of charisma. And this is the classic channel of a manifesting generator, isn't it? This is this busyness, act in the now, and the best way to navigate this energy is actually to slow down. There will be moments where you will be so in the moment, sure, your authority, your strategy, will be, everything will be correct, and you will know and you can act. But generally, there's everything is intensifying, and there's a lot of busyness for the sake of being busy. So this is the energy to slow down, to accelerate. Slow down, relax into this flow, let the world like a hurricane go around you. You just be that, you know, powerful, stable element in it. That is how you're going to win. So there's a lot of this kind of energies. The good thing about the channel of charisma, especially from the marketing and the kind of messaging and content side of things, this is where I'm really excited. The channel of charisma gives you a charm of just being you. You don't have to be anyone special. You don't have to have reputation. You don't have to be the best at something, but you can show up the way you are, as imperfect, as unpolished, as, just as you, and motivate others by just being you, which is a very, very interesting from the content point of view energy, because right now it's activated in all of us. Right. So these two,
Yeah.
the sun and the gate activated, everyone has access to this. Go record yourself talking, write those, write your book. I'm going to go back, write my book a little bit as well this week. Write your book, record the course you wanted to record, because if you capture this energy, no matter how you feel, maybe you're imperfect, unprepared, all over the place, winging it, we all feel like this most of the time. But you capturing something that then will work even after this transit passes. This is what's beautiful about navigating these energies. So when something becomes available to you, like right now, this natural charm, you don't have to work hard for it. Capture it in your content. This is just, I couldn't wait to share with you this, because this is something that I find the most exciting. The whole thing is this very, very busy life, and how everything intensifies. Yeah, this is kind of, just slow down for the rest of it. The other quick things I want to just mention, that we are, so as I said, everyone's have this gate 20 activated now. Sacral, the life force, something you love doing or something you're really into, goes right to the throat to 20. So this is a pure manifestation energy, right? But you can have other channels. This is a very interesting gate because it has different combinations. So you can have a gate 10 activated, and in your chart, activated naturally, and so this energy now will create a theme. You might want to be, it's all about your self-expression, so you might want to hermit a little bit and focus on things that you love doing. You might feel the need to put yourself first and say no to everybody else's agendas. Do that. This is a good energy. You might find, or try something and see how it fits into what you love doing, and how you are with this. Spend this time on discovering yourself if you have that gate 10 in your G center activated. If you have 57 on your spleen, and 57 is very interesting. I think that the shadow of 57 is a fear of death. It's a very in the moment intuition, but it's also makes you feel on guard. you know, you'll be very tuned in into the like tone of voice of people. It's the very acoustic intuition, and you might get extra defensive. Just beware of that, you know. And if you have the 20 naturally, like I have 20, the gate 20 naturally activated, you might be a little bit pushy with that energy. So I've noticed already, I've been a little bit of a dictator in my family since this morning. And I kind of laughed out loud when I read that. Okay, you know, 20 can make you be like this a little bit. So very interesting, very fast-paced energy. Beware though. There's one thing, you know, we were talking about this charm activated. I can feel like my voice is even sped up. I know some
Mm.
people say I speak too fast, but I speak much faster now. This is the energy, you know, my whole body is like I can feel. But anyway, with the charm, it's really important that you understand that it's not just you can, you know, charm somebody naturally. You can also be drawn to someone. So you can be manipulated, whether it's done consciously, unconsciously, or unconsciously, but this energy can manipulate you into situations or relationships that are not correct for you. So follow your strategy and authority, but of course, always follow your strategy and authority to enter, you know, anything that you presented. Yes, of course, you can have this feeling. The 34 can give you this, you know, oh, I have to do it now. If I don't do it now, then I'll never do it. You know, this acting in the now. If your strategy and authority is a yes, if it's correct, go for it. Go for it. It can be really, really cool. But so, yeah, so this is the experience. I don't know what to expect from the next. We're recording this just at the beginning of this. Anita, how have you been experiencing it so far, or what goodies do you have for us?
Oh yeah, this is a brilliant energy for everybody, as you said, for manifesting. And it's really important because it's a power gate, but it's your inner power. So, when you're off balance with this, you might be reneging or abdicating your power to someone else and letting other people lead you. And the other side, you're just a bully. You're pushing everything, you're pushing yourself, bully. I mean, this is a very um, it's an integrative circuitry, so it's a very knowing circuitry. And I just wanted to say there, the gate 57 is the fear of the future.
Oh, the
So
future, yes.
yeah. So, but other than that, with this energy, when you can harness this energy correctly, this is why I tell my manifesting generator clients, if you're pushing, dragging, pulling in your life, you can manifest something within days when you know how to harness this energy. So I mean days, I mean hours, minutes even. This is a very speedy because your sacral is connected to the throat. So what you're asking for is really important. So when you're asking for something, make sure you've connected it to your sacral, to your yes decision authority. Because when you do that, you literally line up with the miracle to happen in the moment. Now, obviously, this is like having being a thoroughbred horse or a Maserati, a really powerful car. It's not how fast you go, it's how you manage the speed. And it's the timing with which you manage that speed. A thoroughbred horse, as you know, they're extra skittish. So this is like, this is an interesting energy. So learning how to master this energy is phenomenal. Understanding the red does mean stop, the green does mean go. And when you push through a red light, you're putting yourself in danger, right? But the other thing about this energy that we can use this week, when you get grounded and centered, when you anchor your energy into your truth, this is what allows you to step out of the I don't know and the fear of the future. This is what helps you align with not just what your soul wants, but your actual purpose. So the I don't know moves to I'm committing to my inner balance because that's where my genius comes from. And you can get more done in 10 minutes when you harness this energy than you can get done in 10 weeks. It's when, if you see really good coach, you can literally 10 minutes might be all you'll be able to handle with them because they're so tuned in, tapped on, and the timing is so good that this energy is truly brilliant. So to harness it this week is fantastic. Now, there's one more thing I want to say about this because it is Gemini Sagittarius energy. The 20 is Gemini, the 34 is Sagittarius. This is our ability to see the opportunity or our ability to be completely disempowered or feeling like a victim to our work energy. And so, if you're feeling like a victim, you need to step back. This communication channel, so information. You need to check to what details and what information are you using to create the results that you have right now? Because in manifesting, the results don't lie. The results are telling you what's happening from as a result of your actions. So some of the times it can be because we have utilized or we're doing what we're told or what we think we should do. And you need to question that. What details will bring that flow of manifesting into my life? Where can I get my work energy harnessed in a way that it's serving me, where I'm in control of it rather than, as we talked about yesterday, desperate dating energy. The push-pull in this line is driven by impatience. But when you get clear on what you're asking for, that goes straight to your throat. You can express that now. And when you express it, ask and you shall receive. I know that sounds antiquated, but that's one of the universal laws. That has no basis in religion or anything like this. Is one of the universal laws. When you're asking for what you're clearly intuiting in your own body, you literally, that's the universe literally turns on a dime for you. And so this is very exciting energy. But as Juliette said, it's like you speed up. It's like electricity in a bottle. If so open the top of the bottle, ground it, and let it pour out in its own time. If that makes sense, does that make sense? It's
Yes,
brilliant.
absolutely. It's exactly the thing. As a non-sacral, so if you're a projector, manifester, reflector, you can get really exhausted this week because we're now on borrowed sacral energy. We're running on this, and this is why my eye is twitching. It's like my body is like, I can't take this. This is too much. And so be aware of that. And another thing I want to add about the whole thing about what you ask, I know if it gets written down, that's the way I ask normally. If it gets written down, it happens. So I write down my missions, I write down my to-do list, but I also write down my intentions. And that's the only way to write your intention when it can be answered is to be clear. And the clarity comes not when you're busy, but when you slow down. That's why I have the slow down accelerate alarm.
Yeah, that is so true. And that was actually a great point because I want to talk about the open sacral energy also. With the defined sacral energy, this is energy that you can burn out quite quickly too if you're not utilizing the energy correctly. But with the open sacral, so that would be projectors, reflectors, manifestors, you can use this energy to almost cleanse your sacral, bring clarity to what your work energy is. Because when we have an open sacral, we try all different ways of working. And, the essence here is to become wise about what's correct for you. So you can use this energy to cleanse or to flush through your sacral so that you can get clear on your natural work energy and borrow it for your manifesting this week because Mercury is moving into retrograde in the next few days in the 25th, and it's in Sagittarius Gemini. So it's really a fabulous time to evaluate the details that you may not have questioned that are getting results that you don't want. And actually the energy is there for you when you do bring it back into alignment, that it happens really quickly. So open up to that. It's exciting.
I love this. I love this, because, okay, you might feel a little like I feel in overdrive this morning. So I know exactly what to do. Slow down, we'll finish the recording. I'm going to take some time off. If you can't relax, just a kind of a little tip. If you can't relax, if you feel like you're just too busy, still relax, but get your head busy with something like read a book. I mean, how many books do we have that we don't finish? Watch, maybe you bought a course and you never even opened it. I know I have a couple of those, there's trainings. You can be busy, but be productively busy. Allow yourself also to be passive and rest. And, if you need to take some, I don't know, melatonin and things like that to relax your body, you probably will need it because that's not going to interfere with your manifestation magic.
Yeah, yeah. I just want to add something to that. The passive thing I find is can be misinterpreted sometimes as well. So a really brilliant way to honor the busy and stay present as opposed to passive, stay present to what you're manifesting. A few years ago, I was selling a house and I was following my guidance to do so. And what I was doing as I was clearing up the house and painting it and doing the jobs for sale, I was visualizing or imagining present to the family that were coming in here next and what I wanted to happen with it. So I was busy physically, but inside I was present to the amazing life they were going to have here, and there was fabulous schools, and so I was utilizing my busyness to sustain a presence to what I wanted to happen. We sold that house within a week, and it was totally out of character for that. So that's where you can be anchoring the busy and the passive. And that's why I said Maserati, or when you're working a car with the clutch and the accelerator, it's the balance. It's when to press the accelerator, when to press the clutch, when to press the brake. And it becomes a really cool game of brilliance, like of manifesting when you know how to harness this. But that was a very positive aspect of the application of this energy. Really busy physically doing things, but mentally focusing on the outcome I wanted from that. Okay.
Mm.
So this is gold,
Yes,
people.
it
This
is
is
actually. And
gold.
this is such a good advice with this what we're finishing on here, guys, is that this is a powerful energy week. You're in a powerful, like, yes, maybe like a powerful car, whatever it's something that requires precision and navigating rather than getting carried away with the power of it.
Yeah.
Because anything powerful you have to have a grip on it. You have to know how to handle it. Otherwise, it's going to take over. It's going to hurt you. And that's the most important thing. It's a beautiful, beautiful 6 weeks, 6 days. Sorry, 6 weeks. I don't think I could survive 6 weeks of this, to be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah.
But the 6 days, I think I can take a lot of rest, slow down to accelerate, use your charm, capture yourself, for your marketing, for your business. And also then, have a look at how can you apply this energy into manifesting what you love, what's true to you, tune within. We are always maybe saying this. Maybe if we look back at all the videos we've recorded, the advice is kind of the same. But you know what? These are the principles of how you navigate yourself, and most important thing is follow your strategy and authority. There's no point learning about human design if you don't do these two basic things. Learn about your type strategy. What is, how are you oracally interacting with the world and with others in the world? What is your strategy? You know the strategy? Check with your authority. If you're emotional being, oh my God, if you're an emotional being this week with all these in the now, spontaneous sort of urges, you have to wait for clarity. You cannot be spontaneous. You're not born or designed to be spontaneous. So for you to slow down, and you know what's meant to happen will always happen. And if you feel like you're missing out, this wasn't for you in the first place. This is a very good way to see things. You actually rock. The fact that you're an emotional authority, you have advantage because you're kind of like playing hard to get with the things that are for you. And all those things will happen, right? Because they're meant to happen for you if you just wait through that wave. So, just something that I think it's important to mention this. Anita, do you have anything because you're an emotional
I
being.
absolutely agree, because like the whole point of manifesting is understanding your emotional intelligence, understanding how your mind works and processes information. So if you are feeling frustrated and angry or impatient this week, that's when you step back, because that's the energy of this channel out of balance, right? It's the
That's right.
projector, it's the generator energy out of balance. So step back. It's that energy is excess of this energy that we're talking about in this channel. When you've too much, you get into the frustration and the impatience. So step back, reground, take your walk, take your exercise, dissolve the energy excess, and then step back into your presencing and your manifesting. Okay. So that is like, to me, that emotion is the indicator, ooh, I'm off balance. Because what people are inclined to do is, oh, I'm really angry. I must, I start fighting. I start the frustration. I start pushing, and then you're kind of going, and it's classic of the balance of this energy. So instead, get back in balance, do your tapping, do whatever you need to do to get centered and grounded. And then the question is, what do I want instead? What do I want to happen instead? And that's like, we've given you about 10 super powerful tips for manifesting today, but like using this
You'll
energy kind of.
need them. You
Yeah,
will
you
need them. This is
do.
the
Yeah.
week for manifesting. So use them and just don't forget. Don't forget.
Yeah.
Slow down to accelerate. We will see you in the next transit. And as always, if you would love to share with us how these energies affecting you, maybe your eyes twitching, I would love to hear from you so I know I'm not alone. And all those all those things. Guys, thank you so much for watching. We will see you in the next episode of Transits and Tactics. Bye.